Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice gentle full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in a nice comfy seat, and you might place your hands on your knees. We're just going to take an inhale to lengthen through our spine. And as you exhale, start to turn your chest towards the right, just a little bit. For a gentle twist, your hands might leave your knees. Come to the floor in front and behind you. Feel free to close your eyes. Take a breath in and out. And then use an inhale. As you slowly start to turn your chest back to face forwards, you can exhale to the other side. Just a gentle twist. Lengthening the spine, softening the shoulders. And letting an inhale. Bring your chest to face forwards again. Your hands can come back to the knees if they left them. Close your eyes if they are still open. And just feel the next breath you take coming into your body as you inhale and leaving your body as you exhale. Taking another deep breath in and out. Do that one more time. A nice deep inhale, maybe lengthening your spine even more. And breathing out. Awesome, you guys. You can slowly start to open your eyes. We'll make our way into tabletop onto our hands and knees. Spread your fingers out wide. Maybe your hips will go for a gentle rock, side to side. And just notice again how you feel. Letting go of your day. Feel your hands, your knees, your feet pressing into the ground, the mat beneath you. You can start to tuck your toes under if they aren't already. And take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift your knees up into downward facing dog. Taking a moment, pedal the feet if you'd like. Be still, but just breathe. Feel the breath come into your body. Feel the breath leave your body. In your downward dog, let your next inhale bring your gaze forwards. As you exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Taking an inhale for a half lift, lengthening through your spine, and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale. Let's come all the way up to standing, reaching up. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Maybe add a shoulder roll. Take an inhale as you reach up again, and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Let's plant our hands. Our left foot's gonna come back into a lunge. Feel free to lower your knee, even untuck the toes, rest on the top of the foot, sinking into the hips. Your left hand might stay planted. We can take a twist, turning our chest towards the right. Maybe your arm will reach up. Maybe you'll look up. But take just another inhale. And then let the exhale bring you back out of that twist. Take your right foot, your front foot, heel toe it over to the right side of your mat, setting up for lizard. At any time, you can bring your knee down if it's lifted. But bring your hands under your shoulders, sink into your hips, and if you want the twist again, turn your chest towards the right. Your hand might find your knee, or you might reach up and look up. Take just another inhale, and let the exhale bring you back if you're twisting. Heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat again. Tuck your back toes, maybe the knee will lift. Inhale to gaze forwards and exhale. Bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach up, exhale, lower your arms, maybe add a shoulder roll. Take an inhale as you reach up again, and exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, folding to plant your hands. Your right foot can come back into your lunge. Lower your knee if you'd like. Sink into your hips. Soften your shoulders. Decide if you'd like the twist with your right hand staying down, and an inhale to turn your chest to the left. Maybe your hand is on your knee, maybe you're reaching up. But take just one more inhale, and then exhale to find your way back. Heel toe your foot over to the left. Set up your lizard. Sink into your hips a little more. And if you're going to go back for that twist, keep your right hand down, turn your chest to the left. Inhale, maybe reaching up. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale if you're twisting, and then let the exhale bring you back. You can heel toe your foot to the middle again. Maybe tuck your toes, pick your back knee up. Inhale to look forwards. Exhale your back foot up to the top. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Roll your shoulders back if you'd like. Big inhales, you reach up, and exhale to fold forwards. And we're going to pause in our forward fold. You can let your arms dangle, or maybe you will hold your elbows. Feel free to bend your knees any amount. Maybe you will add a gentle sway forwards and back, or side to side. Just finding your breath. Relaxing through your jaw, through your forehead. And if you are holding your elbows, let your hands fall back down to your mat. Maybe you can bend your knees so that you can plant your hands. And then walk your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale and an exhale to lower your knees. Once your knees are down, walk your hands further out in front. Puppy dog. Melt your chest down, your forehead, soften your shoulders. Breathe. Let's use an inhale to slowly lift, walking your hands back in under your shoulders so that you are in tabletop. You might give your hips a gentle rock side to side. Then you can kind of bring your knees together, and you can either sit back on your heels if it's comfortable to do so, or maybe you will stand on your knees. You could even roll your mat over for some extra cushion. But we're going to twist from here. So lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just slowly start to turn your chest towards the right. Maybe your left hand is resting on your knees. If you're standing on your knees, maybe your left hand will actually find your right hip. And your right hand too It could also find your right hip, or maybe your low back with your palm facing away, or maybe the outside of your left hip. Same thing if you are standing on your knees, turning the chest to the right, using your hands kind of to support you. And then let an inhale bring your chest back forwards. Your hands can kind of slide back in front of you. You might have got a shoulder stretch there depending on where you placed your right hand. Take a shoulder roll if you need to though. Inhale to re-lengthen through your spine, and then exhale, just turn your chest towards the left a little. Maybe the right hand starts to move on the left leg, maybe to the hip, and maybe the left hand too. Maybe it'll find your low back, let your palm face away. For that left hand anyway, the right hand, the palm can face the hip. And twist. Awesome work, you guys. Use an inhale. Bring your chest back so you're facing forwards. Let your arms come back to your sides. Your hands in your lap maybe. Add a shoulder roll or two. And then we're going to bring our forehead down. If you want to widen your knees, you can find child's pose. Maybe your knees will stay together. But bring your forehead down, whether you need to stack your palms to make a little pillow, or maybe your arms will rest at your sides with your palms facing up and your forehead coming all the way down to your mat. Ideally resting your forehead on something and then noticing that connection. That grounding sensation. Let every part of your body that is touching your mat or the ground beneath you get heavier. Staying for just another breath, and then slowly lifting up again. Lift your forehead, bring your hands under your shoulders, lift your hips, maybe move a little, rock your hips side to side before you cross your ankles and sit all the way down. Bring your legs out in front, and the soles of your feet can come together with your knees falling out wide for butterfly. Taking an inhale just to lengthen through the spine again. You can stay sitting tall, or you could take a tip forwards. Make this effortless. Resist pulling your chest down if you're tipping forwards, and just let gravity do all the work. Your body will go as far as it wants to without any assistance from you. Let's use an inhale to slowly rise. If you're folding forwards, bring your knees back together. Give them a hug or a squeeze. And then we can start to lay down all the way on our backs. Keep your feet planted for a moment, but scoot your feet a little closer towards your hips. See if you can connect your low back to your mat. You might have to slightly tuck your tailbone under. You might even have to lift your heels up, pressing into the balls of the feet. But just closing your eyes, feel that connection of your low back on your mat, on the ground beneath you. Rest your arms somewhere comfortable. maybe at your sides with your palms facing down. And then slowly start to push into your feet a little more to lift your low back. And then one vertebrae at a time, lift your hips, lift your spine, all the way to the chest. Nice and slow movement though, for bridge pose. Maybe you are still slowly lifting a little higher, a little higher. And once you've reached your peak, hold it there for just another breath. And I want you not to rush the descent, the lower. Go just as slow or slower even to lower down one vertebrae at a time, the chest, your back. See if you can keep your tailbone tucking under so your low back is the last part to touch down. And then feel that connection again. You kind of have to put a little bit of effort into keeping the tailbone tucking under slightly, pushing into the feet a little bit. Feel that connection. And then start to relax completely. Relax your legs, your hips. Does your low back lift a little? It might. But you can start to sway your knees side to side. You can make that rock of your knees small and maybe a little bit bigger. And eventually let your knees fall all the way to the left. You might move them a little bit so you end up in a twist. Maybe reaching your arms out wide as well to weigh down your shoulders. Take one more breath before you use an inhale to lift your knees back up. Out of your twist, you can switch sides when you're ready to do so. Maybe taking a few rocks side to side first before you commit. But just breathing wherever you happen to be. Twisting if you want to twist. Staying for another breath and letting an inhale bring your legs back up and out of your twist. You might keep your feet planted, a few more rocks side to side maybe. You could also hug your knees in towards your chest or try to massage the low back a little bit. And when you do feel ready to make your way into Shavasana, whatever that's going to look like for you today, you can start to make your way there into a comfy place to spend a few moments or however long that you have time for today. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.